Oh God, bad man wicked every time. What? Bad man bad all the while. Woo. Oh God. Woo. These niggas not my friends. Nah, nah, nah. Nah, load up the chop and spin they block again. These niggas is goofs. They a bunch of effing wastemans. Talk your ish, OJ. Boom. These hippies not my friends. Nah, nah, nah. Load up the chop and spin they block again. Gang. These goofies is fools. They a bunch of effing wastemans. Bow, 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 bow. Load up the chopper like December 31st. Booming with the dicks, booming where it hurt. Got these niggas stopping like a Usher concert. Nigga violate, put him in the dirt. R.I.P., put him on the shirt. Real bad man with a weird gal purse. Real bad man with a weird gal skirt. Boom. These goofies not my friends. Nah. Load up the chop and spin they block again. Woo. These is his goofs. They a bunch of effing wastemans. Boom, 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 boom. You know where it is, man. It's where OG product. Bring another edition, the Garrison News. You know the Schlingo trap now, cut later. If we go mountain to get smooth as we should. Oh, man, goddamn. Things makes you go, talk nice, mama. Anyway, man, we out here fooling for, I don't mind. Predecessor, mine. Blip, bow. Boom, 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 boom. People, trust, up. No homo, no freaky, up. No homo, no sneaky. So, people, up and running. You heard me? Only way is up, man. See, early in the morning, got my little coffee on. You know what I'm saying? Out here chasing the check, getting the bag. You heard? Hold on for a second, people. So, people, y'all see what the title says, man. OG product 100, whack 100, buzzing. Shout out to my homie whack 100, wherever you at in the United States of America, abroad, overseas. I salute you. What's understood don't have to be explained. Y'all know the vibes. So, people, y'all see the title, like I said. OG product 100 talk, Lil Durk surviving in Cali penitentiary, right? Sometimes I do like the commentary and I don't really have enough time to explain myself. That's why I go live sometimes. Not really live, but I do a video. I don't really do the live-ish no more because like I said, what you see happen to Lil Durk, it's gonna happen to a lot of the homies that be doing on live, implicating themselves and snitching on themselves. The reason why I stopped doing live, right? Because you remember the last live I did with the homie Coke Train, and the lead stepper. You feel what I'm saying? He was just a doja, carrying the homies Thule, carrying the homies Glizzy, right? And doing dummy missions. So I never gave him his props, his roses, his flowers, his daisies, his aculets. I never gave homeboy his tulips. You feel what I'm saying? So he was always mad. So he thought he could come on social network and expose my handle. And see, with me, I don't really come online and tell you about my past because I'm not happy about my past, right? But these guys come online, they tell you their jail stories, they tell you everything. I'm from the old school, man. I'm cut from a different cloth. When we leave Uncle Sam institution, every garments that we have, why every time I go live, my batteries, this is crazy. But anyway, we're gonna get to the story anyway. So, you leave the institution, like you see, I did the video, man, DC. Shout out to man DC, Yandy, baby Zaddy. So, you leave the institution, you see what man DC did, fresh new Tims that people wouldn't even throw away. All new attire, right in the garbage, and move on. Never talk about prison, never address about prison, but these old school so-called OGs, elders, they just stay online talking about prison stories. Only thing you're doing is putting yourself back in fire to go back to the institution. And half those dudes that I gave a warning, like, the tank head, the wildcat, and all those other youths, they crashed out and went right back into the institution because they couldn't leave their past alone. They was doing it for the likes, the comments, the shares, the subscriptions, the subscribers, man, the viral moment. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. So now with the Lil Durk situation, the reason why I'm saying Lil Durk is going to have a hard time in Cali prison, right? The only way Lil Durk is really going to survive, one, he got to play PC. If he played PC, all that stuff he just did, giving Quando Rondo, homie, a little Pablo wet t-shirt contest, giving homeboy a George Jefferson haircut, taking off homeboy toupee, You understand? Taking off Homeboy Hair Club for Men wig, but R.I.P. to Lil Pab, rest up, boom in peace, boom easy, B.I.H., boom in heaven, B.I.P., boom in paradise to the fallen soldier, baby, baby. But that's the life Lil Pab chose, and that's why you see Lil Pab is no more amongst the land of the living. You understand? The young youth is a goner. You understand? So what I'm saying with Lil Durk now, people like, oh, Lil Durk got a bag. Lil Durk, people understand, bro. This is not Cook County. This is not New York jail where, people just do stuff, slice and dice and cut you open like a pineapple, man. Cut you open. You feel what I'm saying? You like an orange. No, in Cali, they playing for keeps. They not gonna slice him. Oh, yeah, I sliced him in 87. What about you? Shot caught that nigga slipping, you heard? I think it was like 92. Right, go to KT. Dow. Cut homeboy open. They not playing like that. They playing for keeps. That's why when you watch those documentaries on YouTube, when you see the homies in Cali's, they going to war, they putting on armor. You feel what I'm saying? Like you see the Romans was doing back in the days before bulletproof vests. That means they grabbing newspaper, they grabbing clothing, wrap around their body with duct tape and a cardboard over. That's what they do when they go into war, because it gets real in Cali on prison. Lil Durk is from a different habitat. Lil Durk is from Cali. They got BDs, GDs, then you got a few Latin kings, right? California, I'm just going to give you a few gangs that I know, and plus they got more. You got the Bloods, you got the Crips, you got the Nietas, the Latin kings, because Latin kings is basically everywhere. You got the Serranos, you got the Mexican Mafia, you got the 18th Street Boys, you got the Papi Chulos, you got the Hondales, you got the Jackie Chan crews, you got the Halals, the Habibis, the Hockey, the Muslims, and it goes on and on. That's it, the Aryan Brotherhoods. Trust me, you know how they get down. You feel what I'm saying? They lack in numbers, but they heart make up for that. You feel what I'm saying? So now with Lil Durk, people say like, oh, Lil Durk is not a stepper. I'm keeping it 100. If you see Lil Durk always look nervous, shaking like a leaf, man. Shaking. You feel what I'm saying? Like an earthquake, man. Shaking like a washing machine. He always look nervous. See, some people, it's only a badman, a top shotter, a top tug, a top crocodile. When they're around a crew, put them for dolly, trust me, they gonna fold like a pair of blanket, man. They gonna fold like 2 satin sheets. They gonna fold like a pretzel, man. Fold like a chair. You feel what I'm saying? You trust me when I tell you, blood, in Cali prison is different. It's a lot of racism in those institutions. See, it doesn't really happen in New York, because you get a few Hondales or whatever the case may be, the Chocolate Face Brothers going to shut that down. So, but when you hit California now, it becomes territorial now. The Hondales over here, Aryans over there, Bloods and Crips on their own side. You can't go sit down over here. You can't go eat. Just like how you could do in New York prison. You could just sit anywhere. Yo, what's up, man? Nah, it's not like that. You feel what I'm saying? You could get drilled doing goofy stuff like that. So Lil Durk now, they saying it can't happen to Lil Durk. Trust me, beloved, Lil Durk is a joke compared to John Gotti. John Gotti was the definition of a real bad man. You understand? We seen John Gotti on a drill. We seen John Gotti doing a 187. You feel what I'm saying? Himself, not just putting his homies to crash out. He did a drill himself. That's how he took over the Gambino, right? So even John Gotti, who went to jail, and the homies was on John Gotti heels, bro. Because you got to remember, when you go, see, look, John Gotti is not a Papi Chulo. John Gotti is not a chocolate-faced brother in their minds, but, they mix. So John Gotti have no choice. He can't go to the Mexicans. So the closest thing John Gotti could go to is the Aryan Brotherhoods, because they're similar to him. So John Gotti, when they was on John Gotti heels, it was about to cut John Gotti open. You understand? Like a mango. Cut homeboy open. Like a goddamn cantaloupe. The Aryan brothers saved him, but John Gotti had to drop a bag. John Gotti had to run up a check. You understand? John Gotti had to give up some guts. John Gotti was paying $50,000 a month just to survive, just to stay alive. You heard me? Why you think when you heard them New York homies were saying, yo, John Gotti was using the N-word in the institution? Why? Because John Gotti had the Aryan Brotherhood behind him. Pause. No freaky. No man for be behind another man. No homo. So John Gotti had the Aryan Brotherhoods behind him. So when John Gotti could use the N-word in a prison system where, there's not too much Italians in there. You feel me? It's not too much Italians. The population of probably Italians probably like 10% or maybe 9%. So for him to use the N-word and call a chocolate face brother, you understand? Because the homie told you on the interview that he did, John Gotti called him an N-word because John Gotti know he had real soldiers behind him. Pause, no freaky. So, and people know how the Aryans give it up. And that's why I say the Aryans, the reason why the Aryans is so respected, the Bloods dominate them, the Crips dominate them, but the reason why the Aryans is so respected, they little in numbers, but they heart is like a lion. They'll slice and dice you and drill you in front of the warden. And if you decide to participate, the warden's going to get drilled too. That's how they give it up, bro. And that's why they got respect in the institution. You seen the movie, was it South Central, or one of those movies when the homies hold the Aryan Brotherhood and they was going to thigh him, clap his cheeks, row dog, no magnum. You heard me? What they had to do, they had to pay. It could have been South Central. It could have been South Central with Custy homie, man, that was running with the Deuce gang. Deuce blood. We said Deuce cuz. So they was about to thigh him. You heard me? Grease homeboy up. Rub homeboy down like Johnson & Johnson baby oil. Rub homeboy down like Kerry lotion. You heard me? And clap homeboy cheeks. No freaky. Because why? They loaned him some cigarette and he didn't pay up. So now, in order for him not to get his cheeks clapped, not to get thigh like the Bronx River legend, no disrespect to the Bronx River legend, shouts out to you, my brother. So not to get thighed like the Bronx River legend, you know, they had to pay quadruple the amount of cigarettes. Say he borrowed 2 packs of cigarettes, they had to pay 3 to 5 cartons, which is like hitting a lotto in the institution. So, you know, it just shows you the Aryan Brotherhoods is powerful because, look, say right now in New York, if you got 2 Aryan Brotherhoods in New York institution, them Chocolate Frost brothers going to do them dirty because they know it's not, you know, they don't really have a certain amount there, so they're going to do them dirty. But in Cali, it's not like that. In certain states, it's not like that. You heard me? The chocolate face people is not going to play with the Aryans like that because they know it's consequences. You know, it's protocols they got to follow in the institution. So if John Gotti was getting extorted, who the hell is Lil Durk? Lil Durk ain't never put no pain. Lil Durk ain't never pulled a 187. Lil Durk ain't stained somebody. He just rap about in his tune. And what I'm trying to tell you about this too with Lil Durk, you hear Lil Durk, you know, rapping, because I just did a vlog about it, but I couldn't talk too long about it. You hear Lil Durk talking about, you know, he gave OTF Jam 50 bands on a walk through. He caught a body, did 12 years. That's a stand-up dude. Lil Durk is one of those rappers I was talking about in my vlog, but I couldn't really have time to do it. You know what I mean? Because short and sweet, no freaky. So Lil Durk is one of those rappers. He don't rap about his lifestyle or rap about reality. When I do my rhymes, I rap about reality, what I've been through, and that's why music's so easy for me, right? Those guys, they got to write down, yeah, my Lil, yeah. My name is Lil Durk. I'm about to spin the block. Gang, Lil bro, just pass the chop. Yeah. 187 drop. Yeah, catch a goofy, we gonna hit top. Run down with the mop. Yo, we'll go with mop. Chop, yeah. Run down with the effing mop. Yeah, little brody just bought a chop. We'll go with chop. Yeah, flop. Little brody just bought a chop. And then for goofy disrespect, he gonna get flop. Yeah. So that's how they write tune. They don't write tune. See, when you write tune about reality and what you see in actual life and what you've been through, then it's gonna become easier. So Lil Durk is one of those guys, you know, just wrote tune because the word rhyme. And he just asked people walk around with this, or he just sit there and think about it. And that's why you could tell, because when he was writing all that stuff about his homie OTM Jam, OTM Jam is a goofy, right? And this is why you see me every time I'm Dolly, I'm for Dolly, I'm with my BP 93 or maybe a Chiatti, right? Because look, we're gonna get back to Lil Durk. I'm just trying to show y'all. So when you look at me, right, what I've been through, I survived 54 schmurd attempts, right? Not saying nothing can't happen to me because nobody's untouchable, but I survived 54 schmurd attempts, right? The goofy little dude I had around me, a little chocolate face homie, right? See how I knew they was trying to make my 55 attempt and try to take me out? Because I got my eyes open. Lil Durk never had his eyes open, and that's why what you call it infiltrated his organization, OTF Jams, because that little chocolate face dude I had around me. You got to watch people. When people don't watch their homies, that's how you get taken down. I start watching the homie signs. When me and 12 was beefing, he like, yo, 12 asked me to follow him. What you think? Red flag. Do what you gotta do, homie. He went and go follow 12. Right? He went and go follow 12. The next situation, me and the homie Crack Right. You know, Crack Right, the little dude that can't even do a straight pull-ups. He be like struggling. Always been a wood rider, riding my wood for years. You know what I'm saying? He want to be like me. They want to act like me. They want to talk like me. They want to be like me. Gang, gang, gang. They want to act like me. They want to talk like me. They want to flex like me. Gang, gang, gang. The big homie, man. You're the big jit, man. Top crocodile, man. So anyway, he started hanging out with him. So I asked him one day, I said, yo, Blood, niggas hit me up like, yo, you hanging out with my ops? And you hang out with my opposition? And he like, oh, no, but we don't talk about you. Red flag. I let him rock, but I'm keeping my eyes on him. But he think he rocking me to sleep. The whole time I'm 10 steps ahead of the waist youth, and he ain't even know it. So now I asked him one day, I said, yo, Blood, you know, man, people can hit me up like, that's not a good look. You running with a nigga that's trying to give me a wet t-shirt contest. You up in his house playing 2K99, right? Madden 3000, right? And you sipping and smoking. He's like, no, but you know I'll be talking about you. So I said, why you hanging out with the homie? He's like, oh, because he put me on a party flyer. Nigga, anybody could go on the internet now and print up a flyer and say you're going to be at a party. You feel what I'm saying? You, that's some goofy shit. And remind you, I'm breaking bread with this waste youth. I'm sending him out there to do a 15-minute job, a 20-minute job, and giving a goofy nigga $300. Sometimes $150, $300. Sometimes he come back because he's so tweaked out his mind. One day I sent him to go film Bambino. He goes there and film everything else but Bambino. And I still pay the waste you just to show you how I am. And the guy that he switched sides on me for, he never gave him a chance to chase a check. He never gave him a chance to chase a bag. When he was pretty much homeless, was about to get evicted, I put him underneath my wing and be like, yo, you chase a check, get a bag, get some gus, get some straight cash. And I had him out there in the field selling my DVDs. That's how he was paying his rent. You feel what I'm saying? But he still switched sides on me. Right? And let me show you how. We're going to get back to Lil Durk. I got time. No freaky. So now the waist youth now, right? I say, look, I'm going to test him like I do everybody, right? I say I'm going to distance myself from the homie just to see where the homies stand. So now I start doing a little jab. But this is real thing I'm talking. Like, look, anytime I have a convo with anybody, I don't tell a person nothing that I can't stand on. I don't tell a person nothing that I wouldn't tell the person to their face. So if me and a person fall out, they can't be like, oh yeah, he was talking about him. People know me. If I talk something behind you, behind the scene, which I don't, you know, unless I got an issue with you, the only people I talk about is people I got an issue with. I don't talk about good people behind people back, right? I'm keeping it 100. Anybody can tell you that, conversate with me. Only people that try to sneak diss me, or some people that even sneak diss me, I don't even bring it to social network unless they just keep going and going and going, right? So I distanced myself away from the waist youth, and I said something, but it hit home because every time a hater, they gonna hate when you tell the truth. It's like, you know, the vanilla face people, they gonna hate when you bring up, you know, the you feel what I'm saying? You? They hate that. They want to erase that. So the same thing with him now. When I brought it up, it got mad. So now, you know, before I left Brownsville, remember, I'm in Brownsville. I'm in the middle of Brownsville. So when everybody was talking, oh yeah, we never see product outside, that's cap. Anybody can tell you, including him. So I'm in the middle of Brownsville. I got beef east, west, north, south, and I'm in the middle. That's why when you heard Low-Key Schmoonin' that was looking for me for 5 years, he knew where I live at, bro. Everybody in the constituency know where I live at, right? So you heard me, I was looking for this nigga for 5 years. You know my establishment. I even gave it out on live. Y'all call it fire department, right? But anyway, that's not what it's about. So now, the waist you, before I left Brownsville, I moved to the floss, you know, just so I could get my license and get everything situated because everything was fucked up, crashed out, whatever. So ever since I'm in the floss, I'm like, yo, I'm not giving nobody my Addy, including him or the girl that was staying with me all the time in my establishment, little license Kathy. She was like, yo, where you at? Where you at? And I would never give the Addy. She was like, oh, I want to come see you. Never. You feel what I'm saying? You? He came. Where you at? Meet me here. Right? So, and this is what I'm trying to show you. I didn't have my car yet. So I'm walking through the floors, through Pop Smoking them hood, through the GD's hood. Matter of fact, I was staying right around the corner from Brookline Projects. Right around the corner on East 103, between 103 and 102nd and Glenwood. My cousin establishment, right? So every time you come, y'all put up, no, meet me here. I'm gonna take you home. No, drop me off here. And it goes for everybody that when they see me because I didn't trust nobody no more, right? And just something to show you, Lil Durk got money and Lil Durk wasn't focused like me, right? So come to find out now, man, the chocolate face homie got into it now, and I told him about himself, and the haters not gonna like to hear the truth. I didn't tell him no lie. You are his old. You feel what I'm saying? You? And now, you know, he told me I can show you the text and everything. Yo, you ain't dead yet. What? That's why niggas trying to take you out 187. So I'm trying to show you, whole time this dude was around me, he knew people was trying to drill me, right? But he's still trying to come around pretending he's my friend, but I was 10 steps ahead of him. The same with the light-skinned female that used to always be in my bed. Y'all see me when I used to do my live in my shmama basement. And to those who saying I live with my shmama, I don't live with my shmama. I don't even live in the hood. I just be out here chasing a check and getting a bag. You heard? Hope that didn't go over your head. I will show y'all what I got. But last time I showed y'all, y'all told YouTube, look, man, you have a tisbit. Maybe now you're Dre, man. Come on, man. Do something, man. So, you feel what I'm saying? I'm out in the burbs. I just be in New York getting shmoney. Straight cash, Gus, chicken. You heard? So, anyway, so the goofy now, all the time, and same thing with the light-skinned chick. Remind you, I just got in a situation where 10 Crips try to run down on me, right? Y'all see me still 10 toes down, whatever the case may be. So now this chick now supposed to be my alleged bestie. No on if I have a bestie, right? But she was like my bestie, right? Every day we crushing and rolling, running through zips, all that. You feel what I'm saying? You whatever the case may be. So now, remind you, I'm her big homie, triple OG to be exact. Oh shit. Okay. Let me get to this fast though, because it's about to let me get to it because look like my battery's about to die. Let me make sure my battery ain't died yet. Okay, good. So short and sweet. So whole time the people that she hang out with is all my ops. She's trying to invite me to a venue. When I look, it's nothing but opposition. Yeah. So she knew all the time because I never tell a female my business. She's like, oh, you got mad, because she was coming back, yo, you got mad beef? I'm like, nah, I got no beef. So she would just throw stuff like that and change the conversation. So now, all the time she knew this. And the biggest mistake she did, she brought an op in my car. And you know me, I don't bring nobody in my automobile. Nobody, I don't care if you're my bestie, you're not getting in my vehicle. So you see what happened to Big Face Gary and Alpo? Headshot. Put one in Big Face Gary head like a dolphin. Put one in his head like a bagel. Took Big Face Gary out. I don't trust nobody in my vehicle sitting behind me. No man for sit behind another man. So anyway, she knew everything though, but she wasn't telling me. And that's why I say you can't have people around you that's sitting with you every day, sipping, smoking with you, blah, 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 blah. And they know people setting a drop on you and they don't tell you. Those is not your friends. Those is undercover ops. And this is what I'm trying to show you. Lil Durk had plenty of them around him, but he didn't see it. So now look at this. Whole time this girl now is trying to set me up to get drilled. Because after the situation with Loki Shmula, remind you, we go into the ops neighborhood to go buy BP 93. Right? I'm driving her. So I told her one day, I said, look, at that time I didn't even have my license. I'm riding dirty. So I said, look, I'm not going to go in front of the weed spot because at that time weed was illegal. It's not legal like how it is now. So I told her I'm not going to go in the BPs. If this video cut off, I'm going to do a part 2. Just like that, I'm going to do a part 2. So trust me. So I told her I'm not going to go to, because I'm an old school dude. I know when you go in front of any weed spot or Drizug spot, it could be a Dunkin' Donut Capri in the spot, and now you just pull up. They don't know nothing about you. They just decide to follow you. Now they find a blick. Now they find, you know, that raw, you know, that wet, that dog food. Why? Because you made a goofy mistake and go and park up in front. And I'm trying to tell Shorty that, and I'm looking now like Shorty don't got no street knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? You? So I stopped listening to her. So now remember, I'm always driving through the constituency, but sometimes you see me walk. So now, one day, you know, me and her, she said, come with me, walk with me, you know, to the outside. I said, I'm going to walk with you, but I'm not going to go directly on the block. I stood at the corner, which wasn't even smart anyway. And, you know, all the stuff she was doing to me. And then 2, right after Loki Shmula situation, we would go right back in the ops neighborhood, you know, to go get Jamaican food. And anybody know about Jamaican people? They move the slowest. They gonna, yo, where you on? Yo, Sean, what you eating, Sean? Sean, get me, what's that? White rice on, oxtail. All right, yeah, Sean, get me a white rice and oxtail. What you got to sip on? Am I off to sip? We have cereal juice and Magnum. Sean, what's that Magnum, Sean? Yo, that should be having your wood. You feel what I'm saying? No freaky. All right, Sean, give me a Magnum, you heard? Sean, what you eating and stuff like that. So they move slow. They're not like the Chinese. What do you want? The Chinese, they take multiple artists at one time. So the Jamaicans, and I'm Jamaican, so I'm just telling you the truth. So I told a girl like this, I'm not scared to go there, but make sure you call there in advance. The chick lied to me, right? She lied to me. So we go there now. Remind you, this is at nighttime. You know, you can't see around you parked up in the ops neighborhood, you know, because it's dark. It's hard to keep your eyes open and stuff like that. So she go there now. She in there for an hour. Because, you know, it's Friday night, Saturday night. The line is long. They move slow. She in there for an hour. I'm like, cool. I'm watching this little catty. You know, these are things that she would do, but I did the risk for her. Remind you, she lived in my opposition building before she moved to get her own stuff. The same dude that trying to give me a wet t-shirt contest. I'm going over there every night, picking her up, dropping her off late in the morning, right? So now she's moving. She couldn't get nobody to help her move, blood. None of her bestie, none of her lover man, side man, right? Who she called? Me. Now, remind you, I'm going there to go help this little catty move in her basement in the building. And she was not in the front. You have to go through the back of the building in the alley. When you go there, it could be 10 opposition post up. And you won't even know because it's so dark. You know the buildings, when you go to the back, the light just come on when you step in there, but the light's not that bright. That's the type of building. So the only time I knew somebody was back there, you'll see the weed, you know, the smoke, you know, burning, where you can't really see the guys because they hoodied up and stuff like that. So I'm taking risks helping her move, bro. In the same building, late at night, making 3 trips. So they could be like, oh, yo, we just seen product. He about to come back. Boom, boom, boom. Wet t-shirt contest. This is what I did for this girl. So I'm trying to show y'all, if y'all don't be careful who y'all hanging with, it could be people lining y'all to be in a wood, lining y'all to be in a Swisher Sweet, lining y'all to be in a doobie, mixed with some hot grabber, mixed with some sherm. And that's why I said Lil Durk was just rhyming his rhyme just to match. Lil Durk wasn't living on reality, because if Lil Durk was living reality, he would have knew that OTF jam was a snizzit. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home by any means necessary. A certified Rizat. You feel what I'm saying? You a Master Splinter, a Mickey Mouse, a Minnie Mouse, a Stuart Little. You feel what I'm saying? But those guys don't see it. And the sad part about it is that Lil Durk, you know, he have a genuine heart. Besides, you know, the waist antics, he have a good heart, because there's not a lot of people is going to come around. No disrespect to Fabio Foreign, but you seen Fabio Foreign couldn't even take care of his people. But Lil Durk, you came home, he gave you 50,000 cash on a walkthrough. Look at Envy Kane. He didn't even came home to a Snicker bar. He didn't even came home to a 50-cent soda. You feel what I'm saying? Much less a hero sandwich or 4-piece chicken and fried rice. Nothing, just, yo, what up, cuz? Yo, it's time to turn it up again, you heard me? It's time to twirl the city. GD on forward them. You feel what I'm saying? That's all Envy Kane got. So he come home to $50,000, you know, a new establishment and all that. Whole time, homeboy was wearing a wire. Whole time, homeboy, you know, was collecting information, man, collecting data for the white man. Collecting, you feel what I'm saying? Your information for Uncle Sam. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. Lil Durk is not smart. And when it comes down to where he's at right now, Lil Durk is going to have to drop a bag. I don't care if Lil Durk is in PC. Y'all quick to say, oh, yo, but he's in PC. Their step is in PC too. And let me explain it to you right now. Besides the schmooks, besides the fun boys, besides the Bati boy, the Batimon, you feel what I'm saying? The undercover brother. You understand the sweet boys, you know, the Ansimon, the Chishamon, the Dagamon. Besides them, majority of the people that's in PC is ex-steppers, ex-gang members that decide they don't want to bang no more. They don't want to turn up no more. They don't want to put on no more light shows. So they go to PC. But don't get twisted or don't get misconstrued. It's like you petting a lion. It's like you petting a tiger. He may, you know, rock with you today, but tomorrow he may eat you. No freaky. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it is with gang members. They may be in PC, but they'll still extort you. They'll still do something to you because you think, oh, because you're in PC, there's nobody in control in the cell block. Are you dumb? It's just everybody can do what they want. No, there's still people controlling the cell block in PC, and people could still be getting a kite from their homie and population. Like, yo, tell that nigga he got to drop a bag, or you're gonna have to cut him open like sardine, man. Cut him open like a can of mackerel. Cut him open like a can of Goya. And before we end this live too, man, because I know my battery's always dying. Even with King Von, the guy OTM OTF Jam, he was wearing a wire around King Von. So if King Von didn't got clipped, you feel what I'm saying, met his demise, you know, King Von would have been right next to Lil Durk as his celly, right next to Lil Durk as his roommate, right next to Lil Durk as his bunkie. Why? Because they had a rat in their circle. Just to say this, there's an old school blood, right, from New York City. It's like Corey King. And I always told Corey King this. Corey King is a perfect example. If he was out there pushing some serious dog food, that wet, that Fenty, he would have been in jail like this. Because I watched Corey King brought so many goofy dudes on social network, and he let so many goofy people infiltrate him, right, and got around him, and come and find out they all was undercover haters that turned against him. So I'm just trying to show you, there's people out there that could see stuff coming, no freaky coming, no homo, and some people can't. I've seen all the drills that was set for me. I seen all the plays, because you know why? I was always focusing on dudes. It's like when I meet people in the street now, right? They're like, yo, product. I see anywhere I go. Y'all watch my lives, previous live. Anywhere I go, people know me. Not to toot my horn. So they'll come up to me, yo, product, what up? I fuck with you, blah, blah. In the past, I used to just say, yeah, I appreciate it. But now, when I meet people in the field, and they're like, yo, product, I mess with you, right? And not knowing, I'm just starting to rebuild my YouTube channel. Before my YouTube channel tried to slow down because I left the goofy sector and came back into the schlitty section, the glitty section, right? So my channel had to build back up. So when they was telling me they was messing with me, they can't fool me. They rocking me to sleep, because I go to YouTube, I look at my comments. I go to YouTube, so I look at the likes. And all y'all people that saying y'all mess with me, it's impossible, because it wasn't matching up at that time. Now you see my stuff is picking up. I got motion, I got drip, I got bop. You understand? Now it's like, you know, I just keep my eyes. So instead of me, saluting them, while I'm saluting them, I'm preing them to see if they're a YouTube troll. Because I've done met a lot of YouTube troll. And the whole time they think they rocking me to sleep, like, yeah, brother, like I boom with you. I'm 10 steps ahead of them. But some of them I don't want to disrespect. But if they catch me in a bad mood, or they catch me on the wrong day, I'm going to give it up foul to them. You feel what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. That's the type of person I am. I can't let nobody feel like they could pull the rug from underneath my feet. So, you know, when I see them dudes in the street, they think, yeah, I just met product, man. I was rocking, making that nigga think I boom with him, man. Fuck that nigga. No, you're fooling yourself. And see, with me, it's like Instagram. I'm supposed to have over 10K followers already, right? But what I do, and I got to do something tonight, some house cleaning. See, if you follow me and I don't know you, it's cool. Just like the YouTube guys that be watching my video hide in the bush. They'll be the first to watch my video, but never hit the like or comment, right? That's cool. If I don't know you, that's cool. When I go to Instagram tonight and I see people that I know, that I either did a favor or put money in their pocket, guts, whatever, and y'all don't support me on Instagram, I'm going to block y'all, right? Instantly, I'm going to block y'all, right? Because I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for the comments. I don't do it for the subscriptions, the subscribers, the viral moments. I go viral without trying to be viral. If I want to go viral tomorrow, I could go viral. You heard me? On my soul. So when I meet people now, I just don't greet them no more. I'm looking at them. If they're goofy, I'm looking at them as they op. A lot of people don't do that. They be so happy. Oh yeah, you see that? He fuck with me. He rock with me. Nah, I don't care about that. Because I could tell who rock with me in the real reality world, and from the heart, and from who don't. You heard? And then you seen, especially when the 5-year foreign situation happened with me and Bl00d, a lot of people became haters because they see me rocking with Bl00d and stopped supporting me. A lot of people became haters when I went viral, right? With the 5-year foreign Bobby Schmurder shit, right? And I could go viral if I want to again, right? So a lot of them was hating, you know, and I see it stop supporting me on Instagram, but trust me, I'm going to do some house cleaning. If you think, if I know you and you're on my page, you're getting blocked. Because I don't need, you can just pre from the other goofies from in the bushes, right? That's just how I roll. Otherwise, I'd have been at 10,000 followers already. I don't buy likes. I don't buy comments on Instagram, YouTube. Everything is authentic. You feel me? Everything. I don't buy likes. And remind you, I'm not in no YouTube gang. I'm not in no YouTube set. I don't go on people's platform just to get some of their crowd or just to fit in. And it's a lot of YouTubers that the only thing they do is whoring. You know, from one page to another page. I don't do that. I'm Bl00d gang. Anytime you see me in the field, I'm Bl00d. And the reason why I know a lot of people, I know a lot of real street dudes, but I roll for Bl00d. Because if I do something, I don't have to worry about nobody snitching on me. You feel what I'm saying, you? And that's how I move. I came to a point you can't trust nobody in today's society, not even your family. Because at the end of the day, a dude could be dapping you on social media. Yo, you know, fuck with you, P. Or TikTok Crocodile. But he got a full Gaga page hating on you at the same goddamn time. That's the weirdness about social media. That's why you see I don't be too heavy on social media. A lot of people is trying to give me interviews, you know, after the 5-year and stuff. But look, I told people like this. If I gave you an interview, I charge $10,000 for a big interview for a big platform like Hadam 22, DJ Vlad, and Academics. But for a local, up-and-coming vlogger, I could do an interview. I could work out a price with you, right? Because that's how it goes. It's like a rapper. You know, a reggae artist in Jamaica, they may have a low budget. When they doing stuff, America, Europe, 20,000 and up. You feel what I'm saying? So, a lot of people was trying to hit me up. If I gave you an interview before and you never supported me, because I done see that I gave people interviews and they blew up their channel off my name, right? And they never came and liked my Instagram picture. They never came and support me on my YouTube channel, but they always asking for an interview and I give it to you for free. It's a clipuation. It's a dub. You can't get nothing from me. If I gave you an interview and you ain't never supported me, because I've seen people I gave interview, they out there supporting people that don't like me, but never came to my channel like, your product, I'm here on a walkthrough and stuff like that, which I don't care because you don't see me as no groupie on YouTube. I came on YouTube with a name. A lot of these dudes come on YouTube trying to make a name for themselves. I'm Ben Glit, Ben Glitisha, Ben Glatoya, Ben Glititi. It's always a glitchuation with me. Everything is always glittorious, so I don't have to come on YouTube and try to make a name. I don't do Clubhouse, no freaky, do Clubhouse, no homo. Anytime I go on Clubhouse, except if Bl00d invite me. All these YouTubers, they whoring themselves out, trying to be in a mix, trying to fit in, no freaky. I don't do that. I'm Dolly gang. I'm Wack 100 cousin. Why should I do that? And I've been Glit before I even let y'all know I was related to Wack. Think about it. You heard me? So I'm trying to show you Lil Durk. Some people is just good rapping what they write, but they're not doing it in reality. Because the person that's doing it in reality, let me give you a perfect example. It's like the mafioso, right? That's why I show you all these people that talking about they the big homie and all this, they goofies. Because at the end of the day, when you look at the mob, right? My battery about to die. You look at the mob. You think it was easy when you look at them Dunkin' Donut cops and they'll tell you they took 10 years to infiltrate the mob. Because you can't bring anybody like, yo, this my homie. Like, come around, chocolate. Yo, this my homie. T, oh, word. T, good to meet you. Anybody is a family of my homie. Is a family of mine. My casa is your casa. We got BP93. We got Hetty, Dulce, or Don Julio. Ship, you heard. You family now. And you're in a black infiltration. Go back to Corey King. The Ice Holy On. The goddamn, what's his homie name? The Death of a Nut Chaser. You know, and all these dudes infiltrated, what's the dude name from Jersey? The Cracks. You know, dude, whatever. They all infiltrated Corey King and turned against him. You couldn't do that with the mob. It took the Dunkin' Donut cop 10 years to infiltrate the mob, or even longer. 20 years. That's how hard it was to get to close to the boss. Nowadays, you just send a donation through YouTube, Cash App, oh, word? Yeah, let's meet up. Come on, blood. I survived 54 attempts. You heard? And I'm still alive. I still survive. And I'm not even in the hood. You know? So shout out to the homegirl, man. You know, I swear, I think about you sometimes. Not every day. I think about you sometimes. And I'm like, damn, blood. The biggest red flag with her, when I told her we went to Brownsville Projects to go pick up a homie that had a BP93. So we had to go pick him up to go back to his establishment and get the product. So I'm telling her, I said, yo, this guy is an op, yo. She's like, oh, no, he's cool. I'm arguing with her. So I was like, okay, cool. Went to the project, picked the homie up. Come to find out when stuff happened, he was with, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to show you, bro. You gotta be careful, especially with these females too, bro. They'll line you up, bro. Trust me when I tell you. I lost a lot of homies, man, to front. A lot of homies, man, to that kitty cat. And that's why I said, man, we different. People, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. My real people that rock with me, don't be afraid to like and comment, man. Y'all not support me just coming watching the video, even though I'm getting paid regardless, but still, that's not support. When y'all see me in the street, and if I ask you who are you and you can't tell me who you are, I'm going to diss you. And I don't even want to play that foul. Y'all know me when I get in crocodile mode. It's a whole different product. You ain't gonna get no comedian. You ain't gonna get none of that. And I try not to be a crocodile no more. Talk your shit, elder. I left the goofy sector, left it for sure. I don't want to be a crocodile no more. Because you see, when I got in crocodile mode before I left Brownsville, I dropped my Addy. I threw on my bulletproof vest. I was ready to die. You heard me? Drop my Addy. Tell anybody they free to pull up. You heard me? Come get cashed out. You know what they did? They called the police. They called the fire truck. I still got the video and everything. Y'all seen a few. They called the police. They called the fire truck. They called the Dunkin' Donut cop, the Federalists, the U.S. Marshal, Domino Pizza, Sabaros, Papa John, Little Caesars, you know, Tony Pizza from Rutland Road. They did all that instead of popping out. And that's why I said I left the goofy sector. I'm not arguing on YouTube. If I diss you, that don't mean I want to go back and forth with you. No, I'm just telling you how I feel. And you could go back and forth, but I don't have to go back and forth with you. I just told you how I feel, and I'm standing 10 toes down. So I left the goofy sector because I was about to crash out. Because I'm just going to run through this real quick before my battery dies. If it cuts. I don't got to do a part 2 because I said what I had to say. When I robbed Culture Ghost Pops, right? Shout out to Culture Ghost Pops, R.I.P. Divine. When I robbed Culture Ghost Pops, right? And put the toolie to his nephew head, like Head and Shoulders shampoo. Put the toolie to his scalp, like, you know, hair conditioner, right? And took homeboy 380, right? Yeah, I got hit over that. That's cool, right? So yeah, I got hit over that. And now, and oh no. I'm wrong on that. I didn't rob his nephew for the 380. The other homie I robbed for the 380, I robbed his nephew. I robbed my nephew regardless, but it wasn't for the 380. The 380 was a coke trained dude, you know, the Divine that used to be on YouTube. I think he's dead now. He's in the wood. He's in the Swisher Suite. R.I.P. to him. You know, so when I robbed Daymans, you know, the Divine dude that was always on Corey King Wood riding Corey King at an all-time high for clout. D riding Corey King, you know, for you to come up, but we still made him because me and Bl00d made Divine. Everybody know that because I got a lot of people from Brownsville that was following me when I did 2 vlogs on him because he's hit me up to do vlogs on him. That's how he got a little traction. He got a little motion, right? We all know that, me and Bl00d and stuff like that. And he came and disrespect me because he's a cloud chaser. But everybody know Divine is not a bodman. He was lifting off the strength of Culture Ghost Pops, the real gangster Divine, right? And that's how he was able to walk around his jewelry because Culture Ghost Pops was a driller. Welfare, all them steppers, Papa Jack, Ziggy Zow, and all them free Ziggy Zow that's doing 107 years. I was in the movie Brooklyn Finest. They all wanted to be like Culture Ghost Pops because Culture Ghost Pops' name was ringing through Brownsville. You heard me? Had drug dealers under pressure, was robbing drug dealers, all that. You couldn't get in the booze and the turn up. Your stuff was going up on a Tuesday. So he almost killed me too. I ain't gonna lie. That was one of my attempts out of the 54. Culture Ghost Pops. But Papa Jack, R.I.P. to Papa Jack, a real stepper, real bodman, real hard-tempted tug, and R.I.P. Rich the Kid. Those two was the one that kind of saved me, right? So I resolved, you know, Divine, homie, I told you, the coke train dude who was a doja carrying dude's toolie. So I put the toolie to his homie, and the Medulla took his 380 because in that time, remember I told you, getting a toolie was hard to get, you know, unless you go out of town, took the risk, you know, unscrew your car, put the toolie in here, screw it back and stuff like that, or take Greyhound bus and taking the risk of Dunkin' Donut cop running on the bus with the canine. So I just took his toolie, and that's how I end up getting into stuff with Divine and them homie, whatever. And I did got hit because at that time I was young, a young crocodile, so I didn't know, you know, I took them for granted. They was trying to be like Divine and stuff like that. Those Divine little homies. So, yeah, that's what I meant. So I did end up robbing 2 of Divine homies because I robbed they homies for their toolie because Lil Divine is Lil Big Divine homie. The coke train nigga is Divine Doja. They used to carry toolie for Divine and stuff like that, right? So I robbed them twice. So they came back, you know, they shot me in the leg. But like I said, the way they got me wasn't, you feel what I'm saying? You? They pulled up on me. I thought we was about to swap it out because at the time, only a few dudes were steppers. It was more like hand fighting. So I thought me and him was about to swap it out. Even though he was like 280, I'm like 140 at that time. But Rip, no freaky. And when he zipped down his jacket, that's why I thought we was about to fight. I didn't see no toolie, but at that time, the laws was changing. and the Giuliani Herald came in. So we start carrying the Thule in the back, not in the front, because when they came, at that time the Dunkin' Donut cops wasn't so corrupt. They just come and tap you down here, tap you in the front. They wasn't doing all the back and grabbing your nut sacks, no freaky. So at that time they used to carry in the back. So he started carrying the back. So when he zipped down his jacket, I slept on him because I didn't know him as a stepper. A week ago, he got robbed on Mike Tyson block. You know, an OG robbed him and took off his ring right in front of my eyes. That's why I knew he was a sucker. So they Doges now trying to get their name up. So when he zipped down the jacket, I didn't see nothing. So I guess he had in the back. Or if I could remember, Coke Train probably passed him or whatever the case may be. So he got nervous and popped me in my leg. And before he popped me in my leg, I seen it coming and I took off. Because you know when you're in a car, they say, yo, you be like, oh man, if a car crash, I'm just going to put my hand here. And you just start thinking, no, it ain't going to happen like that because the impact going to be so fast, your arm going to be broken. So as a street dude, when you see him backed out the 4/5, because at first we struggling with the 4/5. Matter of fact, this how it went. Coke Train didn't pass it to him. He put out the 4/5. I seen it. We start struggling. I locked on that like a dead body in a pool. You know when they say you lock on a dead person? That's the worst thing because he'll take you down. So I locked on a grip like a dead body. Locked on a grip like a pair of pliers, a pair of wrench. You feel what I'm saying? A pair of vice grip. And he couldn't get me off, bro. Remind you, he like 280. Just fat sloppiness, right? So he's swinging. He couldn't get me off. That's when a Coke Train dude came from behind. No freaking number for come from behind. And pulled me and stumbled me. So when I dropped, my first instinct, I seen two cars, was to hop between two cars and take off. But when I jumped between the two cars, my leg was sticking out. And that's how he hit me in the leg. But they were suckers because they ran right past me. They could have gave me a head tap and took me out. But they were suckers just trying to get their name up. So the reason I stopped doing live on YouTube, they trying to get me caught up in some old stuff from, 2 decades ago. So they trying to draw, because that's what they do. All those dudes in the goofy sectors, they rats. They not real G's. They'll argue with you and then complain that you're bullying them, right? They not real street dudes. That's why I had to separate myself from them. So the dude was coming online now, trying to bring up stuff and trying to implicate me and try to make me confess about a wet t-shirt contest of George Jefferson. I was like, nope, we're not doing live no more. You heard me? That's the end of me doing live. Only time I go live once in the blue moon if I have something to talk about. But otherwise, like how all these goofy dudes be online, no way. And that's all I have to tell you, man. But like I said, what's understood don't have to be explained, man. I'm OG Product 100, the big homie, top crocodile, triple OG, the first one in the United States of America, abroad, overseas. After me, there'll be none on my gangster. Boom, safe. Bow.